Hey everybody.
Hi
so
guys.
if you guys watched last week's video, you guys would see that we showed you guys some new brushes of Jen's, and this week we're going to do more of a tutorial on them because again, like I said, I haven't seen any videos on these brushes, and they're amazing brushes, and so we just wanted to show you the brushes, which these are them. There is 24 of them, and they come like this.
By Beauty Creations.
And they're like, they're like everything that you need. You got all your makeup brushes, and then all your
fans, fluffy brushes, and
all your eye
makeup brushes for days, and then another
your
fan.
lips and your eyes, and just everything you need. And then we're also going to do first time using, here you go.
Well, I bought this set, and it comes with, I already used this one, but I have used the orange one before. I use it on a daily basis. It's the Real Technique sponge. But I found these 6-piece Miracle Sponges set, and it has the mini eraser sponges, which are the purple ones, and the Miracle Sculpting Sponge, which is this pink one. So we're going to go ahead and use it. The mini eraser says that these little miracles help sweep away your makeup mishaps with soft, flexible foam that helps pick up any type of makeup. Use damp to blend harsh lines or dry to pick up makeup. And then the pink one says it creates shadows or highlights your favorite facial features. You can use it wet or dry.
So I'm gonna use
them. You replace every 1 to 3 months. They're latex free, and they're revolutionary foam technology.
So I'm gonna open these, and while I'm opening these, Jennifer's gonna put on some
moisturizer. It's just the Clinique's Pep Start. And this one actually feels really good, really hydrating, and very, very tacky. I remind myself of Nikki tutorials.
There you go.
She's so funny.
So I'll be telling you about the brushes as I use them.
She says to pat.
There you go. I'll be telling you about the brushes while we use them, and then Jennifer will be telling you how they feel on her face. And then we're using the
Benefit the Professionals, and I'm just gonna put this. I have very big pores here.
All over. We're gonna use it as your primer today.
Yeah, so we're gonna use this as a primer, but normally it would be only in your T-zone or like wherever you have.
No, you can put it everywhere. It's a primer.
I would normally use it to fill in my pores, which would be right here on my cheeks and my nose and my forehead. But it's really good primer, guys.
So if you guys have watched our videos before, you guys know that we always start with doing those, and then while we let that set, we do your eyes. And so I'm going to use, tell them, what am I using?
This is the MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and we use this as I use it as a eyeshadow primer.
Okay. You gotta go light on this sucker because it is
very thick, but it's amazing as an eyeshadow primer. Like, if you don't have an eyeshadow primer on hand, buy this. And I mean, it might look like a little tiny bottle, but it lasts so long. Like, I've had this primer probably
a few months
now, and
so there you go. It shows how much it pops her eyes. This is the brush we used. Again, these don't have names on them, so we can't really tell you what they are, but I will show you what they look like while we use them.
And then sometimes you can either use it like this, or you can set your primer with powder. Either way.
Okay, so that's the first one. And
she just threw my brush on the floor.
I just threw her brush on the floor.
It's okay, though.
So today I'm going to use a Color Mate eyeshadows. You guys haven't seen it before. Sorry. You haven't seen it before. This is what they look like.
We throw this thing in the trash. We do not like these. We throw them in the garbage.
There's so many different brushes you can use that it's crazy. So the first one that I'm going to use, which is actually the one I used in last week's video, it's like this. It's a little dome shaped, and it's really nice inside the crease. So there you go. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to start using this lighter brown shade right here. And I'm going to use it, like I said, in the crease. I really like the Dome one. I discovered last week because it really helps you get in that crease and shape that crease area.
And everything stays where you put it.
Yeah, I really like that because I always have problems like where it goes up too high or down on the lower lid area. So the fact that this stays like right in that area where you want it, it's nice.
Why does it look blue? Am I using blue?
I'm not using blue. It's just a really dark brown.
Oh, it looks blue to me in this lighting, but it's supposed to be a dark brown with people.
Okay,
And the
so
brushes
there you
feel
go.
really good. Oh yeah, it is a very dark brown. It looks almost black.
So this is like a flat brush.
Like a shader brush is what I would call it, but
So I'm gonna use probably this like gold. Pick that up a little bit more. Jennifer and her squinting. She never makes it easy on me.
if you guys are like, she's wearing the same shirt she wore last week, this is actually a week later. I just don't like to live in clothes after I get home. So,
Her work clothes.
my work clothes. So I take them off and I automatically get in pajamas, and I normally wear my husband's shirts. So it just happened to be that it was the same shirt as last week.
So it's a little bit harder to apply, but one, it is it's like an off-brand, so it's probably one of the reasons why. But the brush, as far as applying, is helping me apply so well in the areas that I want them. So I really like that. And then for the last color, I'm gonna use this. When I tell them what it is, when I find the brush, I'm gonna use.
It's the LA Colors Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow with Brush, and it's in the shade Honeysuckle. That's what it looks like. So
So I'm gonna use this one as well. It's a little bit longer than the last brush.
and it has a
that I
little
used.
brush, but she's not going to use that.
No,
so
it's a horrible brush.
it's horrible. Throw it in the trash.
So I really like these LA Colors. You can find them at like Dollar Tree. I just pour a little bit in the lid. There you go. You can find these at Dollar Tree or at the drugstore. They're so like, what's the word? So shiny that they're just such a great transition color. I would even probably use this color a little bit as a highlight because it's very pretty. It stands out really well, and
they come in all different types of colors. They come in that color.
I have a white
She
one.
has a white one.
I've seen blue ones, which is like a little crazy. So right now, I want to show you a perfect example why we do our eyeshadow first. Right now, there's a bunch of fallout on accident on this, on her lower eye right here. And so that is one of the reasons we do eyes first. All right.
You could do your foundation first and just bake your under eyes and put loose powder right there, but we feel like it's more work. Yeah, we feel like it's more work, so.
So I'm going to use something to blend that out. Which one should I use? I'm going to use this one. No, that's not the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. A little bit shorter than the last one. And just going to go over it a little bit to blend that. To loosen that up a little bit. Not have those edges so defined. Jen, you got to look up at me a little bit. I think this week I'll just grab your ear again.
I'm like, why are you grabbing my ear? Oh man, that was funny.
Okay, good. A little blend. Alright, great.
I mean, and that looks beautiful.
Alright, so next is foundation. So last week we used the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour or 15-hour wear hydrating foundation, but it was too light. So this week we decided that we're going to mix it with this one and this liquid makeup by LA Colors. So it's a little bit darker. We're hoping that it will work out in the way we want it to work. So hopefully I'm going to do 2 pumps of that.
Because we had this conversation last week where all my foundations are not working.
They're too light.
They're too light. So we're
Oh
hoping
yeah, that's
that,
a little bit.
Yeah. So we're
darker.
hoping that when we mix them that they will work out to our favor.
Yes. So I'm going to use this one dry.
She's just going to use the dry, regular Real Techniques sponge.
Okay. So I'm going to use a little bit more of this one because I feel like it's a little too light still. I know there's a lot in here. It just like doesn't want to go or something. I don't know. There you go. Okay. Get it out there. And then a little bit more of this.
She's being a mad scientist over
I
here.
am being a mad scientist. I just want to make sure there's enough to do your whole face. Okay, there. So dot there and dot there and dot there. Oh, I should have wiped that powder away. There you go. So hopefully this one blends a lot more. So I like this dry. Jennifer normally uses it wet, but I told her, no, we're going to use it dry today, and we're going to see how it works dry. Because I've only used this once, and it was wet, and so, right? I think I've only used this one once wet on you.
And she uses the Beauty Blender normally for her makeup.
I think on you, though, I've only used it once.
Yeah.
And it was wet. So this one, I was like, no, we're going to use them all dry. So the only thing I can say is with all that foundation that I used, it's not covering your whole face. So I think with this being dry, it just sucked up a crazy amount of product. Because I had a lot on my hand, and now it's like gone. Like, where is it? So I'm going to work in what I have here, and then try to do this again.
And I like the Beauty Blender, but I also found, when I found this one, the Real Techniques sponge, I was like, I don't really want to pay $20 for a sponge. Like, I really don't want to do it. And then I was like, I went to Target and I said, I wonder what this is. And it was Real Techniques, and I've used it ever since. I love it. And I just haven't used the other two. So tonight we're going to try those and see how they work. I mean, the coverage looks way better, at least to me. I mean, it's still a little bit white, it looks like, but
a little bit, definitely darker than
it's darker than everything else
that we've done.
So, but now I'm afraid, like, if I buy a darker foundation that's going to be too dark.
I mean, we can't win. It took me a long time to find one that fits me, and even then, I feel like every time I buy one, I like it for just a few weeks, and then I'm like, nope, I'm over it. I don't like it. I don't like the coverage. Open your eyes. I need you to open them.
I don't like it when you get in my eye.
Okay. I just want to make sure I get on that side, because last week, I forgot your jaw.
And then you forgot right here last week.
Yeah, I know, so I don't want to do that again. So it's blending in really well dry, even though, like I said, it took me a little bit more product than normal. But it's blending in really well.
It's funny because it looks really blended.
Yeah, it looks really, really blended.
But on camera, it does not look blended. Actually, it does.
Yeah, it's really blended.
It's just the only thing that's different that I don't like is that it's not full coverage. Neither one of them are. So
no, they're not. This one is buildable, but I mean, then I'd have to be using tons of that, tons of this, and I don't want to be going.
And we don't want a 30-minute video, so.
Okay, so the next thing is
powder.
Powder?
Oh no, concealer. Just joking.
So this is the Bye Bye Under Eyes by It's Cosmetic. It's full coverage, and
we're gonna see how it works. I have never personally used this. She swears by it. She loves the stuff.
Oh yeah, this is like my holy grail concealer right here, baby. I'm in love. I'm infatuated with, like, I just love it to death. So I'm trying to see what I'm gonna use. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use a sponge. So I guess we'll use the little one,
the little purple sponge.
So here we go. And dab it under there.
And I hate this part, by the way.
I dab it on the forehead. The good thing about this, it goes like such a long ways. Just a little amount of this. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. This is like seriously my holy grail. I love this. I guess I'm using it right. It's got kind of like this weird, like, straight edge right there. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be using that side, but you know, we're rebels. We use whatever we want.
I just kind of use it how we use it. I hate it when she does the under eyes. It drives me insane.
Tell her, just deal with it.
This looks super white on camera,
I told
guys,
you.
but it's really, in person, I promise you, it's not that
It's
white.
blending in really well.
I think it's the lights in my bathroom right now.
Sorry.
Can you be done?
No.
I'm like...
So I like this sponge too. I feel like it really blended really well on your nose. I'm really surprised about her nose because we always have such issues.
like problems. And I mean, I can tell a little bit, but every concealer that I've ever used, I have really bad dark eye circles. And so it said bye bye under eye. So let me go ahead and move my phone for you there.
So this powder we're using, oh my gosh, I just put way too much in there,
Is the original RCMA no color powder, and it is legit like just pure white translucent powder. So she's gonna bake my under eyes with this. Again, under eyes, she's just gonna bake it, and we're just gonna let it
if
set.
you crease the under eyes, the whole point of baking is not to, you're creasing.
What
I'm
am
not
I
even
supposed
near your
to
eye,
do?
and you're like legit.
What am
Stop
I
moving your eye. There you go.
She oh, that to me.
So this translucent powder, you gotta open your eye, love. This translucent powder is amazing. If you've never used it, use it, try it. You know, everything we ever say on here is like, if we love it, you know, we want you to love it or try it as well.
You do not have to.
But you don't have to, of course not. You know, this is just stuff that we like or things that we like to do.
So she's just putting this powder, again, everywhere that she put concealer because we really want
Those areas
to be set.
Yeah. Especially her nose. I don't know what it is about me and hers nose, but our noses do not want to be set. They just hate us. They're like, I hate you, don't set me. So yeah, there you go.
So I look like a weirdo.
It's okay. No, roll with
So
the
we're going to
punches.
let that bake.
And then I'm going to put powder on the rest of her face right now. And I don't have another, well, you know what? I'm going to use this brush so we can try it out because this is the whole video. So this is the bigger brush for blush. This is the bigger brush for
Blending.
powder,
We're guessing.
powder foundation.
Again, they have no names, so.
Yeah, so we're just rolling with it. But this is the biggest brush she has. It's the fluffiest. So we're gonna try it out, and
She's just going to put this everywhere that there's no white powder.
well, I'm not gonna bake those areas. So I'm just gonna
Yeah, she's just going to dust, as she's going, just dust off.
So how does this brush feel?
It feels really good. Really, really good. It feels amazing. Very soft.
I'm not baking your nose.
And normally
so.
when I use soft brushes, I have a problem with itching because I have really sensitive skin, and
like really sensitive skin. Like, don't let her lie to you. Don't let her hide it. Like, she has some issues with
and then we also
skin.
have found, like, when we use, you know, soft brushes, that the bristles come out. And these ones, I haven't seen
I
any
haven't seen
bristles
any
come
bristles
out.
come out or anything like that. So that's another great thing about these brushes. So far, that's what we're loving. So I think that they're good. Yeah? Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to dust under her eyes. I'm going to use this one.
We're going to
'cause I
dust the
like this
bake
one.
off.
There you go. There's Jennifer and her blinking. Goodness, Jennifer. Look at that. Oh, man. I'm in love. I have a little bit of a dot right there, but
I mean, it just makes it like...
Open.
I don't want to open.
Open. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. So it takes a little bit more time to get this bake off, but I think it's because of her, not because of the brush. But
And I
again,
mean,
the brush was very easy. I like the way that it looks. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but
it's more flat.
Yeah, so it's easier to get in that area to dust if Jennifer was more cooperative. So anyways, the next thing is
Bronzer.
bronzer. I'm trying to figure out where I put the bronzer. No, contouring. What am I talking
yeah.
about? Okay,
Sorry.
so we're going to use this palette.
It's just it says Beauty Treats. The Beauty Treats Face Powder Contour Collection. Looks like this.
It's got all the bad boys in there.
Yep.
So this sponge has got like a flat edge here. It's got like a flat edge in the back. So I'm guessing the top part is probably for more like highlighting and the bottom's more for contouring. I'm hoping, praying, and we shall see how this goes. So I use like the middle one right here. It's not that dark. And it normally blends.
And she just got stuff all over her pants, but it's okay.
Semi-well. I don't even know if this is gonna work because it's scaring me right now. I like want to go on the side. Okay. That's dark. That's oh, okay. That's applying. That is applying. Okay. Well, let's just hope that
it blends.
It blends. All right. I'm gonna beat you.
Ow.
Are you feeling it?
Yes. I don't know how this is wet.
I don't know how this is supposed to work, honestly. I'm like,
I don't know how this is wet, guys. But this dry is very, very...
Oh my goodness.
Like, it's very... It's not too dense, but it's very, like...
Harsh.
Let's see if I can...
Alright, blend yourself. Blend yourself.
You know, when
it says you can use them dry or wet, so... I mean, it's blending. It's just taking a better...
I mean, I think it's blended
half an hour.
Fine. On that side.
She's gonna blend herself tonight.
Well, you know, when you blend yourself, you know exactly how much. And I mean, I like using this side because your fingers fit right in this little crevice. Perfect. So, I mean, I think it's blended. Do you?
No.
Is it blended?
No. Look in the mirror.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's not blended. We're gonna do a little bit more up the edges so I get it everywhere. You like that?
No, I don't. I'm like, she's gonna kill me.
So I'm gonna grab a different one and see if it works a little bit better to blend it out, because this is...
But for applying, it's amazing.
Yeah, it does apply nicely. It's very intense though. That's the only thing I can say.
I mean,
it's very intense. So it's probably not the best one to use. I'm gonna use this one. This brush looks like that. I don't really know. We have no idea what this brush is for, but we're gonna see if it helps blend. I'm just gonna go like this. We're gonna paint Jennifer's face tonight.
I mean, it seems to be blending.
No, it does. That's what I said. Oh yeah, it's blending a lot better than the other one. Oh my gosh, if Jennifer's hair didn't always get in the way, we're just gonna cut it off. Jennifer, we're just gonna cut it off.
We already cut most of it off.
We need to cut some more.
No.
I think I just put it in really in, I'm gonna grab my ears. Intense over here on this side. That's why it's taking me a lot longer to blend it, because of the way that it did it. It's got like a little bit of a crease right here. But other than that, it is blending quite well. Again, we don't even know if this brush is for blending. So whatever it's doing, it's... I mean... See, it's very intense.
Very, very intense.
Okay. I'm trying to see... Oh, you know what we're going to use? Hello! We were supposed to use this!
We were supposed to use this to see if it blends better.
Not blends, we're going to get to apply.
To apply, yeah.
Here, let me see. Let's see. So how does that feel?
That feels amazing.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this is going to work. Nothing helps me blend it, but I'm going to show you a trick that I use normally when things are not going my way, when I'm upset because things don't want to blend out. I will normally go in here with her contouring palette. I will grab one of these lighter shades on top, probably this whiter one, because I want it to help kind of dye it down a little bit, and I will just go over it a little bit lighter. And there you go.
Yeah, that looks
way better.
Way better.
And that's all you need, just a lighter powder to go over it. And I could go over it with my the powder sheet we were just using for her foundation. Her foundation powder. But either of these ones work. Just a lighter powder, because it's very intense. That thing did add it on very, very intense. Okay.
That looks, I mean, at least to me, it looks 100 times better just going over with the powder. So that's a little trick, guys, if you ever like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, practicing contouring, this sucker was my best
I still don't do contour. I do bronzer, because that's easy. But contour?
Okay, so I've lightened it up, loosened it out.
I mean, as you can see, it's still, you could still see some of it, but it's
a lot lighter, in person.
In person, yes.
You know what? This is her favorite brush for powder. I'm just going to use it just to fan her down.
And it's the e.l.f. brush. I think it's the e.l.f. blending brush.
There you go.
Or
just
powder brush.
make
It's
sure
so just...
There you go. Just want to use it everywhere.
It's like
love
heaven.
it. It's so pretty and soft, and I just love it. Okay. So anyways, on to the next. Okay, so the next thing we would be using is blush. And this is the e.l.f. blush. I don't know
it's
what.
the baked blush.
There
And
you
it
go.
is in the shade Pink Diamonds. This is a highlight. We just had this conversation.
I'm just kidding. We're going to use... I have it
My
somewhere.
blush is
No,
up
it's
there.
right
Oh,
here.
no, it's right there.
So we're going to use this is the Classic Color Blush 540
Rose Silk.
from CoverGirl. CoverGirl, that's what it is. It's just a normal one like this. And I'm going to use the
Angled brush.
angle brush because I love angle brushes.
We both do.
If you guys haven't watched our videos, or if you have watched our videos, you know we are some angle brushes for blush. So, how does that feel?
It feels really good.
Okay, good. It's so don't look at me. Look at the camera. It's so I can't even describe it. Okay, so feeling the control of this brush and then going back and forth, it just feels so much lighter than the other brushes I've used tonight. I mean, it's just it's so light feeling. I feel like I have complete control, and it's just, I don't know, I just love it. It's so nice compared to the other brushes I used, the bigger brushes at least. All right, now we're gonna go in with the highlight.
So the concealer
Somewhere.
I just noticed on camera looks really white right here.
I told you.
It does not in person look that light at all.
It's very amazing.
So now we're going to use the highlighter from e.l.f.
I don't know what you're talking about. We were
It's
using
called
it all
a
along.
baked highlighter, and it's the shade Pink Diamonds.
So it came with a little fan brush as well as the big one that you guys seen. So let's see this puppy. Now I already don't like this highlighter for something like this because it just
We think because it's a baked highlighter and it's domed, so
it just doesn't come off well. It's better for a chaser brush that she has, but we're not going to use because we're going to try these brushes. Oh, you know what? No, we're not going to use this fan brush. We are not. This little pink thingy said that it highlights. So I'm going to use this other side, this other flat side of it, and we're going to highlight. Wow. Don't you be looking. You're such a cheater. You always trying to look before I
it's
even
just
have it
my
all
favorite
done.
part.
I know. All right.
Again, if you guys haven't watched our channel, highlighting is my favorite part.
This is amazing. Like, Elise is applying this highlighter and bouncing, of course. Yeah, it is so pretty. I can't wait for you to really see it other than cheating and just trying to like, gaze up at the mirror. All right, look at it.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's beautiful.
It applies.
I don't know if you
so
guys can tell,
nicely.
but it's really pretty. It's not too heavy. You don't even have to blend it out. You can just literally bounce it on your cheek and you're good to go.
I'm going to fill in her eyebrows just on the back part right here. Just a light tint of it right here. Okay. On this one, it's got like a little thing right here. I'll tell Jennifer can tell you what it is in just a second. Okay, sure. Tell them what that is.
That is the Jordana Fabu brow pencil, and it's in Midnight Brown.
We stand by this mascara again from
It's
e.l.f.
my favorite mascara.
It's just don't do it. Don't
I hate
do
it when you do my eyelashes.
Look like.
Can I just do my eyelashes, please?
There you go.
Let me do. I mean, it's a really... I think I paid like $2 for this mascara, and it's the best. Like, one of the best I've found so far. Not that I've used every mascara out there, because I haven't, but for being $2, this mascara
It's amazing.
is really good. And I mean, you can see it. It's really good to me.
We don't have any eyeliner tonight. We didn't want to go crazy with it tonight. Because, again, we're going to have her just wash it
next-
off.
Our lips.
So next is her lips. And this one is from Avon. I haven't tried it on her yet. It's just like a gloss.
I don't use it because I can never get the thing open.
Boom. So it's a really pretty, just like I said, gloss. And if you guys don't use Avon, again, you should try it. Because it's so affordable and it's a really good product. There you go. Blend your lips. And this is in the shade.
It's actually in Intense Plum. And this is just a sample, so I wanted to see if I liked it, but this is the color.
It's really pretty.
So it's really, really pretty.
And then the last thing is her e.l.f. Primer Mist. So this is just gonna...
Okay, alright.
There we go.
It really, like, spurts out, so... And I mean, as you guys can see, I'm dewy, like...
From it being shot out. Okay, so my final thoughts. One is some of the brushes I really, really like. I wish that I could have used more of the brushes, but literally there's just so many. I mean, you have, like I said, all these lip brushes down here, so many more eye makeup or eye brushes up here. It's just...
You got the eyebrow things here.
Yeah, you just have like everything, so there's no way I could use all these brushes.
I mean, if you can use all of them, please show us how to.
Yeah.
But we can't figure it out.
Yeah, so I used as many as I could. I went all out for it, and I really love the brushes. I think we could, we need to go, I don't know, a little better on the blending part of it, but I like the brushes a lot, and there's so many you could choose from. Now, onto the sponges. I like this sucker to blend dry. I liked it better dry than I did wet, because I did try it wet, and I did not like it, so I'm glad about that. I don't know so much about this pink thing. You guys might want to try it a different way. If you guys know how to use it, you know, comment in below. Let us know if we're doing this sucker wrong. Please let us know. And
I mean, I liked it for highlight though.
Yes, I did. It was very nice. And then I really like these little suckers. I have not this brand, but I have a different brand, and I really like these. I just like how you can use them to get into your eyes. So,
and this is my first time seeing her use RCMA powder, and I love it. Love, 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 love. Get this powder. If you don't have a powder, get it. I'm telling you, it is one of the best translucent powders I ever used.
Remember, we're not telling people they have to get things.
Well, you don't have to get it, but it's one of the best I've ever used.
So anyways, so approve, not so much, and approve. And the brushes, I do approve. Jennifer?
I agree with everything.
Okay, great. So, if you guys like our video or if you like us, please subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up. And comment below if you guys
have questions on any of the products.
Or know how to use that pink
sponge.
Would be really
That'd
nice.
be great. Let us know.
We will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.